Hello and welcome to Pro Debate. Productive debates on pragmatic topics by professional speakers with their viewpoints. I am John Robert, your host and jury of this session. We have many paradoxes, two sides of the same coin, and quite often we have a choice to take a side. These sessions target to debate this out. In the process, we have an opportunity to learn not only the perspectives of the professionals, but also various examples, case studies, and strategies that we can implement in our work or life.
Today's topic is what is most relevant to succeed in projects today? Is it time or cost? The topic is not what is most important in projects, but it is about what is most relevant to succeed fast. We have two experienced leaders today to debate this out. And as I told, we are all working professionals. We are conducting this session just to spread the passion towards the profession. So the views and opinions expressed in this presentation are purely of the individual presenters and should not be in any way connected to the organization in which they are employed or affiliated. This is the classical triple constraint. We try to complete projects within time, within the budget, and also try to deliver the project as per the scope. But this is a perfect world scenario. Does it happen quite often? If you look at my commercial organization, my chief commercial officer is always interested in getting to the market faster, completing the project within time, or if possible ahead of time, because there are factors like getting exclusivity. There are factors like, the first to enter having a competitive advantage in the market. And there are blue ocean. So for my commercial chief, it's very important for me to complete the project ahead of time and then make the products available in the market. But when it comes to my CFO, the chief financial officer, he is always focused on earning per share. He is very particular about being competitive in the market and pass on the price advantage to the customers. And in pharmaceutical world, which we represent, it's always about providing affordable drug access to the nations which otherwise can't get that access. These are all something which is focused on cost. But my CEO is very clear. He wanted both of this. He wanted to deliver the project within time and within the prescribed budget. So this is a dilemma. For me to be successful, which one I should focus? Should I focus on time or should I focus on cost? We have Dr. Archana representing the time aspect. She is here to say that it's very important for us to complete the projects on time. As you see her profile, she is an associate director of project management of new drug delivery systems of a leading pharmaceutical company. And she has various credentials in her previous assignment with various multinational companies. On the other hand, we have Jayesh Khatri, who is saying that, no, it's very important for us to complete the project within the prescribed budget. That is what is important for us to deliver projects successfully today. And Jayesh is a vice president and head of global contract manufacturing organization. He also comes from varied experience from multinational companies and leading India companies. So let's open the debate now. Let me request Dr. Archana to give me 3 key points why she feels that completing projects within time is very important to succeed in projects today. Archana, over to you.
Thank you, John, for having me for this debate. Absolutely interesting, and as you rightly said, a big dilemma for project managers. I think we all know the triangle of time, cost, and scope is critical, and there's always the fight between the time and the cost. So, thanks for taking the initiative, especially in a situation like right now where we still want to be connected virtually and have our thoughts put across for our fellow project managers. I hope this debate helps them find a solution for this dilemma.
Yes.
Moving to time as the most important thing I think in pharma is uh, with respect to there are certain products, the NCE minus ones or first to launch opportunities where time becomes the most critical aspect for a pharma to be to have the product or develop and have launched the product. One, because a day before or a day later, it will lose its exclusivity. It will not be valid. That is the most important point. Once you have an NC minus one filed on time, definitely you get a exclusivity of 180 days, which is a very big plus point for any pharma companies to have their revenues ringing. So time with respect to NC minus one products become extremely critical. Second most important, which I can think immediately, is with respect to where you have to have innovation, faster market entry with an innovative technology becomes key to success. We would be talking about a few case studies where we have seen the giants falling apart because they could not have the innovative technologies being imbibed or taken in on time. And that one big example is of Nokia, which we would be probably discussing later. I would also bring about an important point of taking example of the current situation, COVID-19. Um, I think right now having an on-time vaccination at the earliest or the treatments for this is very, very important. I think all across the globe efforts are being made how quickly we can move on with respect to finding a treatment or a vaccination. We all know a normal vaccination would take 12 to 18 months, but all the efforts right now is having a faster because all the economies are getting shattered because of this lockdown situation. So definitely right now the time becomes the most critical factor for delivering these.
Good. Very good summary. Now, without any further time, we will go to Jayesh. And Jayesh, why do you feel that it's very important for us to focus on the budget before anything else in today's scenario?
Great. Thank you, John, for having this debate scheduled. Whether time or cost, I think at the end, project manager should win from this, and project should win. That's what the final takeaway should be.
Yeah.
Now, coming to the cost part. So, see, the few years back, there was a scenario that we should enter first and second into the market. Of course, there are some portion still today. But in my view, instead of having the first or second, rather than who survives last, the one who survives last is depending on what the competitiveness he brings to the market, right?
Okay.
So that's the key thing.
Right.
The opportunity comes also from the one who survives last, because then he has a scope of when he is there in a market to increase the price also, because then the competition is killed away anyway. So that's a key part. The second thing is, irrespective of whether we come very early or after that, whatever we make, at the end of the day, consumers should be able to buy. Okay, so example, even current the COVID situations, there are kits available, but people can't afford. Now, the third part, an important part, is the business should be profitable at the end of the day, and therefore, for any project or any the operations, your throughput has to be profitable, right? It's positive. So therefore, it becomes very important to control the variable and fixed costs, whether it is in operations or in projects. So that's a third and very important project cost.
Okay.
Now, the fourth is also the NPV part, which we normal assess on a routine projects where we ensures that there is a budget which is mentioned and there is an outcome which is calculated. If there is a plus, if the budget is increased in NPV is not moving further, that also impact on the overall portfolio basket and the future investment. Tomorrow, if any future new drug is coming and it is important for the company, but you don't have money to spend, so we have to have a balance in that as well. So this is my view on the cost perspective.
Okay, excellent. Very, very well summarized. So one side, Dr. Archana, is there are projects which are time sensitive. You normally target for having 180 days exclusivity. You wanted to have NC-1 molecules, where the ball game is altogether different between the first people who are coming into the market and the second one. And time is a key to the success in today's business scenario. The example what Archana has told, COVID-19, it's really important for us to make this product faster in spite of all other challenges and then make it available for the people. So that is fortifying the time side very well. On the other hand, we have the cost side where basically he is coming from a very fundamental thing, saying that in a business scenario, you have to be cost competitive. And competitiveness also help you to be sustainable. That's what Jayesh's first point. And businesses are profitable. I mean, it's not a charity. So a profitable business requires return of investment, requires NPV, requires cash flow. So let's again go back to Dr. Archana. And then Archana, can you give some more cases or examples or details so that we understand this better?
Yeah. Absolutely, Jayesh's point is there with respect to cost. That sustainability is very important. But what's the point to be coming last in the race where everyone has taken the major share? So it becomes very important. If taking an example of the exclusivity itself, it becomes very important to enter or launch your product faster in the market, so you can concentrate, you can divide your strategy accordingly, that you can focus at the prime markets first. So if the exclusivity is for US, you launch your products, earn your maximum revenue in the first 6 months. Definitely there will be a price drop because after 180 days, there would be a loss of exclusivity and there would be more players entering into the market. So you have to maximize onto that 180-day exclusivity. So today, even if I file and I'm not able, once I get the approval and I'm not able to launch on time, then I am losing onto my period of earning revenue. So it's like it is not like if I launch after 100 days, then it's like I've lost the opportunity. So it's most important to cash on to that opportunity. One. So I gave you an example of COVID also. Again, there is not only COVID. I mean, you take example, I'm taking an example of surgical strike for that matter. I think the time was very important with us for the teams to execute it on time, because even a minute here and there would have completely derailed the execution and the end. So it's not only in the pharma sector, I would say, it's all across. I mean, majorly in many sectors wherein the time becomes very, very critical. Jayesh, you had something to say. Yeah.
I just have one comment. So I think all the bigger companies and even mid-sized companies work on NC-1. They have in their basket good portfolio basket of NC-1. How many NC-1 they file in time and then they get revenue on a 180 days exclusivity out of whatever the products they have?
So definitely the basket or the pipeline for any big or mid-size, I think I've seen even smaller companies now targeting at NC-1 because it's a big opportunity with respect to exclusivity. Now, when you talk about these products, they are very technology and innovative specific. Not everyone can invest or have the capability or capacity to develop these products. So, and even at a time, within the time, so you have to have a portfolio selection at the right time, and definitely prioritize and speed up your development focus to. And as again the scope comes into picture, you have to have a very clear scope with respect to have timely delivery of these products. Now even a
I'll
day,
just give you the example.
yeah.
Okay, so most of the people have in their basket a Eluglustat product. Okay, everybody was working, and then it was very difficult that you cannot launch on a particular year. Maybe after 6-7 years only you can enter because of the form issues and other, and there is a patent. So the all investment toward the NC -1, though it was early, the people have spent the money, but they could not do, and that those money have just taken away. It is a waste, and then the project most of the companies will put on sidetrack. I give you another example of flupenazine. Flupenazine, Mylan was there in the market. There was the other three players were there in the market, and then the fourth and the player came, Lannett. Now everybody moved out because they were not competitive. The Lannett was there in there and then took over the 90% market share. And then the price increase was 1100% thereafter. Though they were late, but they could get a benefit only because they were there in the market, they were cost competitive. They're already moved, all the people's moved away. You know,
So
what they
Jayesh,
want in a year, one product is more than $85 million. Okay. I mean, the product actual sales should have been in the original was 20 to 25 million, putting all five together. But the one company has taken away 85 million closely. They were there late in the market.
So Jayesh, I mean, you are giving an example of one or two. If you think about Iliglustat or the another example, I don't think they are the big blockbusters. But with respect to, if you take an oncology pipeline or you take examples of the diabetes pipeline, I think those exclusivities, if you look at the market share, they're having an NC-1 putting across on time was very critical. Take example of Leuprolide for that example. Again, it's a very microsphere technology and lysosomal products. So all those NC-1 is one. Another along with it is the technology capability, your capacity or your capability to have innovative technology faster into the market. Definitely you will have a bigger market share because the other players will not be able to match onto your technology on time. So
Archana
Eliglustat
and
is,
Jayesh, I think you're bringing very important proposition to the table. What Archana says is that some of the projects like NCE-1, which offers this 180 days exclusivity itself is a big opportunity for the companies. But what Jayesh is saying that not anymore. It was the scenario before 5 years or 10 years. Now every new product, I have seen somewhere around 24 people filed NCE-1 and they have shared exclusivity. So the ocean is not the blue ocean, it's already a bloody ocean, it's bleeding.
so absolutely right, John. Again, you need to be, it's like you don't have to rush after every NC-1. There are a number of products which are putting in. Here is where you need to have a very strong portfolio and a strategy wherein you have a mixed basket. If you have few, I mean, you take the example of dimethyl fumarate. Everyone thought that it is a very, very complex molecule and having an NC-1, but in the end you had 27 NC-1 players for it.
Absolutely.
So launch having next year, I don't know again how many will be able to launch it and will still capitalize the market, because again the technology makes an important part. It is mini tablets in a capsule. So having a commercial scale, having mini tablets in a capsule is a technology competitiveness which you need to develop.
Yeah.
So, but again, with 27 players, I don't think you would have thought that 27 players will be putting in NC-1. But then you will also have certain molecules. It's not about only NC-1, but it is also about having a portfolio, identifying certain molecules which probably was never touched. Take an example of doxorubicin, because the innovator could not was not able to supply, and again with the issues of commercial scale, Sun Pharma's generic drug becomes an innovator, right? So there are many examples wherein the time and the technology, so it's like faster to launch is one aspect, but having a mixed basket wherein you identify niche molecules and still do it fast with speed, having those innovation into the market.
So I just want to add on, first of all, NC-1 exclusivity and the pipeline for a regulated market.
Yeah.
So if you look at, so as we were discussing the few years back when we were looking at about the opportunity of how fast we early. There was no price erosion concept in even in portfolio decision making. Okay, later on the price erosion concept has come because they saw that if I spend, let's say, $2 million and file a product in time, but the after next in 6 months, somebody comes with only 800K investment, and the price is half of them. So my market is completely gone away. I have not captured that. So that's how the price erosion concept has come. It is important at that point of time that how much competitive you are when you develop. Number one. Number two, even if you have to have a mix of a basket, you have to have a fund there to afford that basket, right? So if you invest to enter into time only for the one segment and one product, and if you don't have a fund and your finance does not allocate the fund for other products, which you find out that there is an opportunity for not in the one market but the other market, but at the time you are just stuck there. Okay, so either you cut down your existing pipeline with even it is on time, because there is a new things which you realize it, and you are sacrificing something. So this is how the cost becomes. So cost is a part of critical part of a cycle. If you have money saved is money earned, what we say. So you need to have the budget well maintained, right? If number one. Number two, the part we have to have an understanding of a consumer wise. See, today, like in India, there is a price cap on by NPPA on a majority of our products, right? So it comes now. You have to have the competitiveness. Otherwise, even though you were in the market, but you can't. You have to cut down your price. Now you can see the US situations. There is also a price becoming a critical, and that is where the companies the revenue got eaten up because their investment was very higher, and then they have to cut down many things on the cost, on the fixed cost, right? Because the fixed cost was very up. Now look at the even Brazil situations. In Brazil also, CMAP have a fixed price. So let's say you are developing of a product Rameltion example, but they compare the cost versus the Zolpidem, which is there in the market, in the similar segment. So if Zolpidem is, if Rameltion API cost is 3 times higher, but the end price is in line with the Zolpidem because it is a up category of a Zolpidem. People will buy Zolpidem if they can't afford Rameltion. It's just example I'm saying. So at the end of the day, consumer affordability should play also an important role, given the framework of the markets also, which is becoming a more challenging today's scenario. So my point was the cost perspective has to be critically evaluated. Your per unit cost, you should know on very early when your product is in R&D stage. If you cannot meet that, then you, irrespective of you enter into the market early, you will not be able to generate the revenue which you have anticipated.
Okay. I think fair enough. You have brought in very important perspective. I'll give you 1 minute for each of you to conclude from your sides. Archana, why time is more important for succeeding in projects today?
So I think time, as I started with COVID-19, life is more important than the cost right now. Faster we have the drug or the vaccine, that's faster it is that our economies would be, we get back to our economies, we get back to our stabilization. That is the most important part. Second point, again, as he rightly said, there is a mixed bag of portfolio, and not all companies or organizations have the capability to develop that. So if you talk about lysosomal or microsomal products, not all companies have the capability or to have that kind of innovative products in the market. So markets, niche products and developing faster would give you an edge over others. That is my second point.
Okay.
And third point, most important, the most along with these two is having innovation and speed would help you survive the budgets and your survive, make your R&D keep running. If you do not have products on time, launching on time, capitalizing of the market, losing onto the opportunities, your R&D budgets are coming from the revenues which you generate. So it is most important to have faster to market so that you have your registers ringing and your pipeline moving on.
Okay, well summarized. Now, Jayesh, your summary on the cost side.
Yes. So the number one, in order to sustain into the market, we should have the cash in hand. Okay, the cash. The not only the COVID-19 situation, but we have to look at the entire healthcare sector in a holistic way. Consumers should able to afford the drug. If the consumer, if the patient cannot afford the medicine, then he is likely to get impacted, and he, if gets impacted, the consumer, then of course it company will get impacted. Even the scenario of COVID-19, the company which affords now to the employees and other things, because they have cash in hand, they have maintained their budget. So and the company's survival is depend on the cash flow, which should be a positive. So that is how the budget becomes important. The third, in order to assess the future opportunities and be ready, if you don't have a budget in hand, you are likely to get miss those opportunities which is coming in today's uncertain environment.
Okay.
Today's environment, if we have the fund, we can actually afford, but if we don't have a fund, we cannot buy anything, right? So the cost
Well
becomes
said.
very important.
Well
Jayesh, funds come from the revenues. The faster you put the market in, that's where the funds are coming in from.
But if
okay, Archana and Jayesh, this is the same dilemma which all of us have when it comes to project. What's really important for us to succeed in the project, whether it is cost and time, and both are important, but what is the crucial success factor is what we are talking about. We cannot actually see out of this triangle, we time, cost and scope are interwoven. I think you represented your case very well, and so far everyone, now what Dr. Archana is saying is life is most important than the cost. So the speed in which you deliver the product and then your ability to take the product to the market faster is really important. On the other hand, what Jayesh is saying is money saved is money earned. Why unnecessarily we will have to get into a situation of overspending or developing a product which is not sustainable, which is not affordable for the customers. And particularly both of them covered saying that in this uncertain time, it's really important for us to get the product faster and get the product cheaper. Okay, now we'll have to come to a conclusion. So I would publish this information which is there in the public domain. The underperformance with respect to not able to meet the budget as well as not able to complete the project on time, actually haunting the project management community for a long time. There are various theories which is coming up, like is stop focusing on the triple constraint, but start focusing on the business objective. I have also written a book called Spiral Staircase Project Management, where I try to invert the entire triple constraint as a triple opportunities. Instead of focusing on time, focus on increasing the velocity. Instead of focusing on cost, focus on increasing the value creation from that project. Instead of focusing on scope, continue to focus on purpose, is the underlying principle of this spiral staircase project management. So let's conclude like this. There are different types of project. In our discussion also, we had several examples came up. An engineering project like an infrastructure development project, a EPC project, it's very important for you to complete on time, but the cost becomes a predominating factor over there. There are certain projects like developing a vaccine for COVID. The entire world is ready to fund for that project, but all that they are asking is please develop a product as soon as possible so that we are able to stop people getting affected from this disease. So how we can conclude is that, you know, both of them are important. Is what is most relevant to succeed in projects today? The answer lies within the type of the project. If you are working on projects which are very time sensitive, time is very important for you. Completing the project and then getting the product to the market as soon as possible is really important. If you are in a sector where it's more about cost competitiveness, if the projects are has to be cost competitive, then it's really important for you to have the budget in control. So there is no one single answer. The answer lies within the type of project which you are in. So apply your discretion and then focus on what is appropriate. Obviously, balancing the triple constraints is really important.